Okay, check, check. Okay, check. Okay, I can hear myself. Yeah, I don't know why the frame drops are here. It wasn't like this before. I have no problem running this game at 80 frames per second before. So even though I turn this computer off and turn it back on, I have no clue why it's happening now all of a sudden. So yeah, all right, let's see if we can finally move on with the plot here. So, speaking of which, we're playing this game on full screen, yes? Full screen. It's not borderless Windows, so... Yeah, I'm not playing this game at 60 frames per second, so... as long as we get 60 FPS or more, that's good. Anyway, here we go. Okay. But the good news is that I finally finished the main thing is I did finish doing the role quest, and finally the crafting run as well. I finally did it. Managed to get them all done before doing the final dungeon. Before doing the final dungeon for this expansion. Before they post stuff, so. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The frame rate is lower. Because there's nothing causing slowdown here. Is it because of Steam? I doubt it though. I doubt it's Steam. I'm actually curious how much resources is being used anyway. Can't be that much. You know what's interesting? My CPU is 70% right now, but it's not using all of it. My GPU is also running okay as well. It's not using up the entire. Not using the all. I'm not using all my computer's resources, so I'm kind of surprised why it is causing slowdown. Like, why is it 40 FPS all of a sudden when it's usually 60, 70, 80? I don't know why there's slowdown all of a sudden. Sometimes the graphics card slows down for no reason as well. Which I did notice sometimes stuttering sometimes, but I never make this graphics card work really hard. So, but then again, not much you can do. But anyway, let's just see what this final dungeon is. Okay, we're probably gonna try to do this. We're gonna do this as a warrior. Okay, let's do this with Alexandria. I don't know how this is gonna go. I'd be surprised the queue is instant. But here we go. Let's see what the conclusion is. Okay, here we go. Give me a second. So, yeah, I don't know why this frame rate is all of a sudden low. Yeah, that doesn't seem to change things too much. I don't know why the GPU is down. There's clearly nothing wrong. Or maybe because there's lots of players. Maybe that's why. But yeah, Guild Wars 2 is still more unoptimized than this game. Way more. In the worst case scenario, we may have to heal again. I hope I can tank for this final dungeon. Yeah, I don't want to be... I mean, I would rather be... I'd rather be tanking, but let's just hope we'll get something. Speaking of which, I finally finished the deliveries here for all these NPCs, finally. Yep, I finally finished all the deliveries here. Yeah, I did all the deliveries here. And the only thing left is to talk to Ropley, but you can't do that until later. I hope we can get a dungeon run as a tanker for once instead of healing. So that it can at least be different. Well, since we got time to kill, might as well quickly go to Lower Lenosha again for the Alien Sanctuary. Gotta wait for a run here. Yeah, I don't know why the FPS is significantly down for no reason. 45 FPS. Yeah, this is not normal. Yeah, see, there's nothing here. Now the FPS is back to 60, 70, 80. I don't know what to tell you. But there's definitely something odd. I don't think it really matters too much what the shadow quality is, but I don't know why it's going down for some reason. It was always never a problem before. Well, here we go. The final dungeon. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know why the FPS is down. Is there a lot of people now? Because the only other time I saw the FPS go down if there's lots of players in one area. But yeah, it's just odd why it would be causing slowdown here. Yeah, whatever. Because in its cutscenes, it's completely fine. Just odd. Anyway. So this is what Alexandria was before it all went downhill. Okay. Yeah, finally made it here.
To the memories of better days, I bid farewell.
Have you heard? Princess Fiend is here.
Yes, finally, Rugzukin. Also, I don't know why the FPS is being a bit of a problem here.
Foreign entities detected. Proceeding with removal.
Yes, finally up again, Rugzukin, yes. So this is the conclusion of this expansion, by the way. Well, yes, this is the conclusion of the expansion, finally. So yeah, Rugzukin, this is the final quest, by the way, for this game.
Your smile means all is right with the world.
If I smile, it is because you all smile for me.
So yeah, this is the conclusion to this game, finally. I think we got our first mini boss up ahead. So yeah, this is the final main quest. This is the final main quest, by the way. Oh, it's the final quest, final dungeon, final trial. So he's just a bit cool. Yes. So basically, you have to stop the queen, but I think there's something more to this story. Apparently, this can be hard, but let's see.
Initiating security protocol.
Okay.
Foreign entities remain. Initiating level 3 security protocol.
Yeah, we are in Cyberpunk. Yep, it's a Cyber Squid boss. You can call it that. Yep. Yeah, it's much more challenging, but why am I surprised at this point? Okay. When you don't know the pattern the first time, I mean, can you be surprised? No. Yeah, there's no way you would know this the first time. When you don't know the patterns the first time, yeah, don't be too surprised. Whatever. It could be worse. Yep, it's a Cyber Squid boss. I mean, I gotta go to a loading screen before I try that again. Okay.
Foreign entities remain. Initiating level 3 security protocol.
Try that again. Yeah, these patterns. Okay. Again, first time. Okay. So much damage. Yeah, it's not so bad. Okay.
You are my people, and I will protect you. The painful memories of war I lay to rest.
Foreign entities detected. Proceeding with removal.
Okay. Okay. So there's another mini boss we gotta deal with. Here we go. Let's do this. I don't know what we're gonna fight at the end, but
It's too dangerous! You must flee! Don't worry about me! Just save yourself!
May we meet again, Your Highness, Your Highness.
yeah, we actually got some help. Okay, here we go. I actually got a player helping, so cool. Okay, here we go.
Security breach confirmed. Initiating level 5 security protocol.
Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Run away!
Fear not. You will all live on. And at the last, my final is endless.
Fire detected. Initiating security protocol.
Alrighty. The final zone.
They've done it! They've preserved the Queen's... We can't give up! Not until it's keep complete!
Really quiet.
Here we go. Who is the final boss here? I don't think it's the queen, but it's something else. Eliminator. Okay.
Initiating level 9. Activate permanents. Engaging priorities. Attempting removal via incision. Attempting removal via incision. Removal failed. Commencing examination sequence. Attempting examination via multiple armaments.
Okay.
Purging via armaments. Acquiring target. Exterminating. Commencing final attack sequence.
Okay.
Attempting annihilation via high-powered energy discharge.
Okay. Ow.
Energy accumulation complete. Initiating final attack protocol. Foreign entities remain. Resuming annihilation. Attempting total annihilation. Annihilation. Annihilation.
Okay. 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 Alrighty. Alrighty, I'm still talking to this player here. Okay. So, where's the plot gonna go from here? I'm curious. Is that her true form?
Steen! Steen, listen to me, please!
I'm afraid she's gone.
Synchronization will soon be complete.
Synchronization complete. Data for the Endless Fiend has been overwritten and reconfigured. All shall be well, henceforth and in perpetuity.
Lovely.
Forever will I keep and cherish my people. To that end, I have removed the remaining checks upon my authority.
Guards!
Obstructions to the plan will be summarily removed.
Wait, I still have it set.
Be gone from my presence.
Oh, how convenient.
According to Eliminator's battle data, you pose the single greatest threat.
That's... Oh, of course you're stating the obvious here.
As such, you will be erased, here and now.
Is that her?
I am the bearer of the memories of Queen Sphene of Alexandria, and my desire to protect my people transcends all others. If it were you, could you have found another way? With your strength, could you have held fast to that which is dear without sacrifice?
We could have tried.
Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you.
All the times that evaded answers. This is different.
Is that concern or suspicion? If things should take a turn for the worse, might I...
Okay. I know what I have to do.
Obstructions to the plan will be summarily removed.
Well, they saved the best for last, didn't they? They saved the best one for last. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't know why the frame rate is down. But whatever. Okay, here we go. Okay, alrighty, here we go. Yeah, I don't know why there's slowdown all of a sudden, but then again, when there's a lot of people, there's always going to be slowdown. I'm honestly impressed that it's still not running too badly. Anyway, here we go. Yeah, I don't know why there's slowdown now. I had no problem with 80 frames per second for the most part before. Now it's 40. Jesus, that's really low. Yep, I have everything on high. Never had a problem. Yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, here we go. So, here we go, the trial part. I don't know what kind of battle mechanics we're going to deal with here, but hey, this should be interesting. This should be interesting. think there's slowdown because there's a lot of players online. But yeah, when there's more players on than normal, I think there's slowdown. I remember this happening before as well, but that's okay. Even Guild Wars 2 had slowdown, but whatever.
The worlds have been bridged. Be at ease, everyone. Your ether will soon be replenished. I will suffer no interference. Disappear.
Okay, here we go.
Greetings and goodbye. Do not be afraid. Death is not the end.
Whoops.
We require ether.
Who doesn't? Yeah, of course.
Deploying drone.
This is new.
Do not be afraid. Death is not the end. I will show you the world beyond. Deploying drone.
I wonder how this fight's gonna go. My headphones just ran low on energy as well. And naturally, everything's more difficult now. I'm not surprised. Okay.
Deploying drone. We require ether.
Okay. We're only a quarter of a way there. Okay. electric. Queen Eternal instead of Queen Fiend. Okay.
I will show you the world beyond.
You know, this is a nitpick, but yeah, just a lot of health sponges we gotta deal with here. Okay, this is different. Interesting mechanics.
Do not be afraid. Death is not the end. Not the end.
Alright, we're almost halfway there. Awesome.
Deploying drone.
Okay. We're finally reaching the halfway point now.
Are you still alive? Activating reserve power. Are you still alive? Disengaging safety. Target area delineated. Commencing erasure. System overload. Aborting process.
Okay.
Let us rise up. Deploying drone. We require ether.
Yes, you do require ether. Okay. Okay.
Deploying drone.
We're still alive, but barely.
Let us rise up.
Okay.
you still alive? Recommend Ranger. System overload. An error has occurred. System override confirmed.
Okay. Okay.
A rift in her reality. She's losing control of the power. Svein! Listen to me! I understand. I do. And I know that you won't be swayed from your course. But if there's truly no other way to resolve this, then face me! Not as a machine, but as the real you!
Lamachi.
Spain!
Anomaly detected in memory minus. Data for the endless feed partially restored.
This is what I desire, and I will not fail. I can't bear to lose them. Not again!
I feel your pain, as if it were my own. At last, I think I know you. All of you.
How can you say that to me now?
Okay.
It's over, Svein. We will stop you.
No! I won't let you! I can't! I will protect my people's happiness!
Leave your burden with us now. We will bear it in your stead.
Okay. All right. So, is there more to this, or is this it? Let's find out. Finally. So. Well, we made it. We made it. But before we do that, I need to replace the battery. This thing finally died. Okay. So, does the story get any better at the end here? Well, let's see. So, what happens now? Okay. Okay. So, what now?
Sphene!
She's still there, barely?
Your voice reached me, Lamachi.
Is it really you?
No, only in part. My memories as a living person are gone. I've been remade from those I had as an endless. However, I cannot remain long, for the Meso Terminal will soon cease to function. Once, you wanted to know me, Lamachi. Let my last act be to give an honest accounting.
Oh my god. Could you not at least found another way? It would be nice. Would have been nice to find a different way, but no.
I am, above all, sorry for the suffering I've caused your people and mine. I am ultimately powerless against the inevitable, unable to do aught but visit harm upon the innocent.
You could have done something. Something.
I am, in the end, a pitiful, selfish creature. One that should never have been created.
Oh, Sphene, we're all selfish in our own way. We're all selfish in a way. Me included. This one, no. That's what you carry too many gentle memories.
Our nations are worlds apart, but they feel so close. Who knows what we could have accomplished had we walked together towards a shared future.
Yep.
And yet, it could never be so. We each had our own to protect.
If only I had met you when I was still alive, then perhaps.
We didn't know you existed either, so we wouldn't have known.
But it's no use dwelling upon a miracle that didn't happen. Still, if there's one thing I hope you'll believe, it is this. Brief though it was, I treasured our time together. It pains me to think that its memory will disappear along with me.
I mean, you could have lived, and you could have made it work with a compromise, but no. Could have been a compromise.
I know I have no right to ask this of you, but when I'm gone, my people, will you?
We could have made a compromise, but we could have done it.
We'll take care of them. Don't worry. And we will never forget the Endless.
Just like the ones that passed away.
Neither them, nor the time we spent with you. So be free of your burdens, Sphene. And sleep well.
I will. Thank you.
You could have made a compromise. Why couldn't the best part of the expansion come earlier?
Farewell, my beloved Alexandria.
Could have made a compromise. What a darn shame. Too bad the 99% of the rest of the plot was meh. Very depressing. That's depressing. Too bad the rest of the plot was not carried out better.
So it was that the Meso-terminal fell dark, and the Endless departed for Oblivion's embrace. Their resplendent paradise was no more, as the memory sustaining it faded with the golden light. Even so, in a way, they live on. This I felt with conviction, as I basked in the glow of a new dawn.
The payoff here at the end could have been better if everything else was better executed, sadly. So nothing goes back to normal. So this whole place is not gonna be going back to what it was? What a shame. It's kind of depressing in a way. Yeah.
It remains to be seen how interdimensional fusion may have affected other reflections. Thrail's parents spoke of the power's capacity for both good and evil. I cannot help but wonder how Svíne's deeds will be remembered by those they touched. The key that started it all was entrusted to the adventurer. Such an artifact certainly lies within the Scion's realm of expertise, and no objection was raised to their retaining it for research. By order of Vau Kona, the Skydeep cenote was placed under the strict watch of the Landsguard. With the mighty Bakujaja among their number, they shall not want for strength, even in Soralja's absence. Upon learning of their queen's passing, the people of Alexandria mourned and wept. Having devoted herself to sparing them sorrow, the sight might well have moved Svíne to tears. However, with Wuklamat carrying on her legacy, I have faith that her subjects will know joy once more. As anticipated, the news that young Gululja had succeeded his father as king was greeted with trepidation. Reception was also mixed when Wuklamat came forward to name herself as the boy's guardian. But the people were mollified to learn that Everkeep systems remained operational, and there would be no impact on their lives. One day, when he is older, Gululja will decide for himself what manner of ruler he will be. Till that day and beyond, may the path of the young king be illuminated by the love of family. Meanwhile, in Tuliolal, the people came together to hail their new Dawn servants' great victory. Having honored those they lost, they turned their attention to a brighter future and celebrated for 3 days and nights.
Again, they saved the best for last, literally. And I did the delivery quest already.
So
Not everything had been resolved, though. Those who had spent 30 years in the Dome struggled to resume their former lives. This and a host of other challenges remained. But as the new Dawn servants continue to lead with strength and wisdom, the people may be assured that peace will endure.
Yeah, this ending would have been nice if only the expansion was better written overall. And here comes the credit sequence finally, right? Yeah, this definitely is my least favorite expansion now, because they saved the best bits for last. No, literally, they saved the best bits for last. When it comes to the English voice acting, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just the writing. Okay. Yeah, those side characters, they didn't have many voice lines, unfortunately. I can tell you right now that my resources for this computer is not being used up in its entirety, because if it was used up entirely, there would be more slowdown. Yeah, this is not really the best expansion, unfortunately. So, yeah. Yeah, the story designers, senior story designers, screenwriters, those... There are only 4 writers? Just 4? I mean, I don't know what they call designers in this game, but if the writers for the overall story was only 4, that's not a lot. But yeah, they definitely could have been better. I wish it was better. Yeah. And just as I thought, the ending did not surprise me at all. I had a feeling there was going to be a sacrifice as well. There was a sacrifice to be made, sadly. When it comes to the gameplay, when it comes to the bosses and everything else, there's nothing wrong with them, surprisingly. Here's the interesting bit. Are the content after the main story decent? When it comes to characters, they're kind of meh. The locations that we went through in this expansion are fine. I just wished the overall story was better. I mean, the previous expansions were not without flaws either, but this one was probably the biggest dip because the best bit was first, save for last. It's kind of depressing that the final zone in the final zone was yeah, it's kind of depressing because it will never be restored, or maybe, I don't know. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, yes, Orozukin, the best, how would you feel if you saw a movie or played a game where the best bits of the story was at the very end? Not the beginning, not the middle, but the very end. That's where the best bits are. How would you feel? That's the problem with this expansion. Some are gonna argue, oh, there were some scenes or moments in the beginning and middle that were good, but let's not kid ourselves. The overall picture has to be decent. I know I've said this point before, but you remember that movie remember that black and white movie example that I keep mentioning every once in a while? 12 Angry Men from the 50s? It did not have fancy locations, it did not have fictional species or anything like that, but it did well in the storytelling with its writing and characters. That is how you make a story. In a way, it was Rogzukin. It was, sadly. The previous expansions, like I said just now, were not without their own problems as well. But at least it kept me going to the end, and I did feel the payoff. Here, the best bits were at the end. Literally, at the end. Have you ever seen or heard of that reality show called The Amazing Race? That's what the first half of this expansion tried to do. It wasn't that compelling, unfortunately. They try to do the whole traditions or culture from this world into that, but it wasn't told well. I don't mind different cultures and stuff like that, but the thing, it has to be told well. We're gonna be doing the side content in this game, Rugzukin. After the main story, I'm almost caught up with this game's content narrative. There's post-story that we gotta do, but we're not doing that until we're all caught up with the normal raids and the alliance raid that this game has released. Yeah, so there's still more content to be released. So I'm basically almost caught up. It took me years to get to this point. So yeah, right now we're just getting, slideshows of moments that happen in this expansion. So Rugzukin, the game is trying to tell me that they should have, have the deceased pass away instead of, living on temporarily. I would argue that with the technology and the stuff they had there, I think there could have been a compromise. There could have been some sort of a compromise in a fictional way. But no, the characters were basically stubborn. The queen was stubborn to the end, and it could have made it work. But no. Instead, it had to end in a bit of a depressing way. And that final zone that was all colorful is now dark. In a way, it's symbolic, you know, when someone dies and they still live on, but it's not the same colorful way like it used to be, you know. Oh yeah, Hildebrand. That comic relief character, they released some batches of the story of that already in this game so far. I don't know if it's fully complete, but we'll be going through that as well. It's just a darn shame that the overall story for this one was a letdown. Although the worlds are nicely done. The world building was something that this game never disappointed. Nope, that's something that they continue to do well. And you know what's another letdown, Ruxukin? The soundtrack. Now, I didn't take close attention to all the music in this game, but there's only at least 1 or 2 pieces of music that I can still remember after all this. Everything else was just there. You remember Stellar Blade? The game that I beat that has a lot of eye candy but not much story? There's a few more songs in that game that I at least enjoy listening to. This one is not that memorable by comparison, sadly. Oh yeah, and that villain, by the way, the blue guy. By the way, that blue guy, he's probably the least likable villain in this entire franchise so far. He basically went to defeat his father or the ruler basically using cheats. No, seriously, that's what he did. He just used cheats to beat him. Not by his own skill or merit, but you know, with technology or cheats. That's it. And it took the intervention of, you know, a full party just to defeat him. So yeah, it wasn't even a fair fight. Also, this whole train sequence, I'm surprised the enemy did not destroy the train tracks. That is a possible plot hole, in my opinion. They could have destroyed the tracks and that whole plan could have failed. Yeah, I think the enemy had more than enough time to destroy the tracks and the whole plan would have failed. Unless the enemy deliberately avoided that so that we can have a cool action scene. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one saying that, right? Don't tell me they did not know that the train has to ride on tracks. So if you destroy that, the whole plan could have failed, so that they can breach through the Vanguard. But again, somebody's probably gonna argue or tell me that I'm wrong, but that's how I honestly felt when I saw that scene. And it looks cool, but I was thinking, aren't they going to... Yeah, you get the point. Once again, the artists definitely deserve to be commended, just like in Stellar Blade. Even if Stellar Blade didn't have story, or enough story in my opinion, mostly eye candy, which I don't mind. The artists are definitely to be commended again. Did a good job. Yeah, this song is kinda okay, but not something I want to listen to outside of the game, though. Well, I can tell you right now, Roguezukin, if the next expansion story is going to be more or less disappointing as this one, I think you know what kind of reception they're getting. I think you know what kind of reception the game is going to have, you know. But here's the thing, Roguezukin, we're not done. After this main expansion story, every 2, 3, or 4 months or something like that, they release new batch of main story that is going to more or less bridge to the next expansion they have in store. So I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I'm almost caught up with everybody in this game that have been with this game for years. Remember, this game has been going for 10 years. If you don't include A Realm Reborn, there has been 5 expansions, including this one. 5 in 10 years. Over 10 years. 5 expansions. And we still have some cutscenes or teasers after these credits. Yeah, even if you're not a fan of this franchise, I don't know if you like the music. Yeah, this song is played in one of the dungeons that you probably remember hearing. Well, not only they have to work on the expansion for 2 years, but they also got to create additional content on the side in the meantime to keep players interested. So you can imagine how much work is going through this. And this is a Japanese game, by the way, but there are also other studios helping this as well, and not just Japanese players. So yeah. Is this game having server problems right now? Lots of people logging in and out. I could be wrong, though. But yeah, there's a lot of artists that went into making this game. I mean, look at how many lighting artists, environment artists were in this game. And I didn't look into this too much, Rugzukin, but it wouldn't surprise me if this game is using a custom engine. They somehow got AMD FSR and NVIDIA DLSS put into the PC version of this game finally after all these years. So yeah, there has been, you know, development time put into that after all these years. So you gotta give him credit. Eventually, these slideshow pictures are gonna stop. But, yeah. I wonder what kind of a teaser cutscene we're gonna get for the normal raids here. Or something else, I don't know. Yeah, I still stand by what I have said. The best parts of this expansion was at the very end. If that's how you want to entertain people, no, you need to get a good first impression. You need to get a good first impression of everybody from the beginning, middle, and end. You can have some meh moments in between, but you need to have a compelling story from beginning to end. Not just the end, from everywhere else in between. Yeah, some people are gonna say, oh, Stormblood wasn't the best, but, you know, that's how you get people interested. You know, no different to watching a movie or listening to a song, you know? That's a very difficult question, Ozukin. Best expansion, like, overall? I'm gonna have to say it's sort of a tie between either Heaven's Word, the first expansion that was released in 2014 or 2015, and Shadowbringers that was released in 2019. Like overall, I'm not talking like just the main story, but like overall. So yeah, those two are would say the quote-unquote best expansion overall. The conclusion or the building of the climax of Endwalker was a bit predictable. I mean, the game did certainly try to put an emotional moment there, but it kind of became predictable in my opinion. let's just... So yeah, in Endwalker, the game... So basically, spoilers are looking, but in Endwalker, when you're near the end of the expansion, the game makes you think that your characters actually die, but you manage to save them anyway. So you think you're saying your goodbyes, but no, you somehow save them in the end. I know that it's not the best description, but the game tries to pull your heartstrings on that one. But you somehow save them at the end. Oh, I have to argue, Rugzukin. You listening to the song playing right now? This is probably one of the best songs in its expansion that I don't mind listening to over and over again. Outside of the game, I'm not sure, but it definitely is one of the better songs in its expansion. Also, Woklamat as a character, the problem with Woklamat is not her voice acting. I don't know what Woklamat's voice acting sounds like in the other localized versions, but the problem with her character is the writing. And the voice actor that had to deliver those lines, yeah, the writing is the problem. That's why people say they hate her. It's the writing. If only the writing was done better, I don't think they would be hating her character as much. And you can see that, just like GTA 5 or Red Dead Redemption, there's lots of people that worked on this game. Oh, here we go. We're finally going back to black screen. So when the black screen starts to appear, we are approaching the end of the credits, or at least getting there. Once I see the NVIDIA logo pop up, that's where we're getting close. And I know you can change the scroll speed here, but I don't want to do that. It's no different to going to the movie theater. Here's the thing, Ruzukin. Here's an interesting question that I may have told you or somebody else before. But let's say you are in a movie theater. You saw a movie that you loved from start to finish. You really loved it. Do you actually sit by the credits to watch it all the way through? Not just to see if there's anything post-credit, but do you actually want to sit through the credits? Do you? I certainly did stay to watch the credits, regardless if there's anything in the post-credits or nothing. I just want to sit there and just look at the people that worked on it. So yeah, do you actually sit and watch the credits? I don't remember the last time you were in a movie theater, but that's an interesting question. Yeah, I have to agree, Ruzukin. If the movie wasn't that good, you either walk out earlier, or when the movie's finally over, you don't even bother looking at the credits. And as usual, Ruzukin, you can tell when there's motion capture when you know the characters are moving smoothly and they're not having stiff movement. When they stop walking, they just instantly stop, or just stop instantly. They don't walk like human beings. Or living beings. But that's how they save money, because not every cutscene, not every moment needs to be scripted by motion capture actors. Once we start to see the NVIDIA logo, we know we're near the end. And it only took us like an hour to reach this with the final quest. Yeah, I can understand why people are not exactly pleased with the main story. Although some people have said that the post story is an improvement. We'll just have to wait and see to see if that is actually true. When I say post story, I'm not talking about the side content like the Alliance raid or raids that they release. But I'm talking about the main story, similar to what we just did. So yeah, we just dealt with, you know, Steen finally passing away for good. So, yeah. Steen technically could have continued existing if there were compromises put in place. But, oh well. So Rugzukin, are you still there? This is another song that I remember. May not be something I can play outside of the game, but it is nice to listen to. There's another thing that rings my memory. This franchise is always good at making ambient type music. It can be sad, it can be happy, it can be uplifting, and that's something that has always, it's something they were always good at. Yeah, I just hope that the post content is better. I hope the normal raids and all the other content is better. Because we will cover the Hildebrand story for sure, and then cover the post MSQs as well. How old is this song? Was this released just for Dawntrail, or is it before that as well? It's good. Yeah, there are some good songs in this game. Yeah, when it comes to the head writers of this expansion, was there like only 4? Something like that, if I read that right. Man, if only it was written better overall. I think the beginning and the middle definitely had to be rewritten. Because you can tell that there were MSQs in the beginning and the middle of this game. They was just dragging on with filler. And the game decided to pull out, oh, you gotta go back. You can't go to the next zone just yet. We gotta go back. Of course. Yep, I knew this credit sequence was long, but at least we can do this. Yeah, when it comes to chat, you can't do anything when you're in a cutscene or credits, so I gotta wait. Yeah, not much else to say here, really. We just wish the story with here was better. It really could have been much better. Again, I don't know if this is a song I can listen to outside of the game. There's really very few songs in this game I don't mind playing outside of the game. And just play it out loud. Yeah, Dawntrail has some good songs, but not many that stick out. I wish this expansion was better. Some interesting ideas, mostly at the end. And we find out that Krill was from this dimension in the beginning. It was basically a sideshow. That's the best way I can describe this whole overall plot. It's just a sideshow. Somebody was trying to take over the world in their own way, but they got swiftly defeated. I knew this credit was going to be long, but we'll do this. Yep. The reason why I'm playing these credits at normal speed is because I want to see how many songs are going to be played during this. Because I'm not afraid to point out songs that I enjoyed listening to, even if I cannot explain why I like it. Because I'm not a musician. But I'm basically no different to any other moviegoer in a way. You can tell if you like it or not, and you put it into words later. I wonder when we're going to see this credit sequence again. I wonder how many more patches are going to be released to conclude post-MSQ of Dawntrail. We'll see. Yeah, this zone for situation... I forgot the name of the zone already, but I like this song too. Yeah, we gotta finish this. Yeah, these credit sequences are very long. It's a good thing we started this early, because we still got at least an hour or two to go through this. I wish the story was better. That's the overall message I gotta say here. Solution 9, what's it called? That's what this zone's music is about. I don't know if there's another song that plays in that area when it's nighttime or something. But yes, it is interesting to note how that place is not shut down after the final zone has been shut off. But at least when they pass away, they do pass away for good. I don't know. But yeah, this expansion could have been so much better. It really could have been. Yeah. Well, let's just hope the additional content is better. The good news is I already did some of the content already. The role quest already done. And the deliveries all done. Now I just gotta worry about everything else. Awesome. Oh boy, we're still not quite there yet, folks. Still not quite done. Yeah, the main problem with this expansion was the writing. Don't know if they took the reception after the main story was done and they addressed the criticism. We'll have to wait and see. I'm just waiting for the end. I wish you could message, but you know what is kind of disappointing or kind of annoying? You can't message or tell people when you're in a cutscene or credits. I can see the messages, but I can't do anything about it. I can't message at all. Can I at least try to message and see if it works? Oh, come on. I can't do that. Oh, I probably... Okay. Alright. You know, I never bothered doing this, but yes, you can message people while you're in a cutscene or credits. The only annoying thing is you gotta type it manually. You can't right-click. I tried doing that. Nope. You gotta type it manually every time. You gotta write the player's name at the world they're in, and then your message. Not the worst thing in the world, not the worst thing at all, but you know, if you make a mistake, you gotta do it again. No, I'm not kidding, Roguzukin. I have to type the player's name, then the world they're from, and then you write a message every time. When there's no cutscene or when there's no cutscene or anything like that going on, I can just, you know, right-click and then send tell. That's it. So you don't have to type it. Because if I try to right-click, it doesn't let me. This pause scrolling, change scroll speed, and high scrolling text overrides the right-click. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. But most often, you're not going to be stuck in a long cutscene anyway, unless you're doing things very specific. It's not the worst thing in the world, Roguzukin. It's not the worst at all. I mean, I played worse games. Like, that's not one of the reasons why I stopped playing Sea of Thieves, Roguzukin, is that the game looks gorgeous, but the gameplay loop and the things you gotta do, no, it's not entertaining or fun. That's why I don't touch that game anymore, and I save 100 gigabytes of space. That's why I'd rather play Void Crew or Jump Space. Now, here's the thing about Jump Space, Roguzukin. You probably heard about that game, right? I would not jump on the bandwagon so soon because, I mean, it has some interesting ideas and concepts, but I'm not sure if that game's gonna age well. I tried No Man's Sky, by the way, Roguzukin. I didn't make it 2 hours at all. I was bored. Technology recharged. Yeah, no. The amount of grinding and the amount of things you're gonna do feels like a job to me in that game. Even if there is the option to do whatever you want, no thanks. Let's just say that, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, Roguzukin, if a game starts to become if a game or a piece of entertainment you do starts to feel like a job, then no, you should not play that game, even if it hurts you. Because if a game feels like a job, it's just gonna eat at you slowly over time. I used to spend time on some RP communities in GTA San Andreas back then as well. I wish I could take all that time back because I regret it now. They were entertaining, but looking back, they were a waste of time, sadly. Yeah. Now I try to conserve my time a little bit better, a little bit more now that I'm older. Even if money wasn't an issue, Roguzukin, you gotta do what you like doing best, so. Okay. Still no NVIDIA logo, so we're not there yet. And by the way, Roguzukin, since we're still killing time here, have you heard about the controversy of Borderlands 4? Apparently, based on the word of mouth that I've been hearing so far, is let's just say the performance. Let's say the performance. Your graphics card is enough to play the game. 60 FPS or so on. Apparently, even if the performance wasn't a problem, it turns out the game is broken. Basic things apparently is a big problem in that game. You know, boss battles going out of bounds, among other things. Oh, here we go. We're near the end. Near the end here. Yeah, here we go. We're reaching the end, finally. Yeah, this was released last year, by the way. Okay, we're almost there. Yeah, when I see the Axis logo and Nvidia, that's like 90% or 80% of the credits, more or less. June. January, February, March, April, May, June. So yeah, this expansion was released in June. So it's already been over a year now. So we are finally going to experience the post content of this game, and hopefully it's better. I hope. Here we go.
I'm sorry, we haven't been able to talk properly. Oh, between the reconstruction work and Papa's funeral, I've hardly had time to breathe. But at long last, there's a lull in my duties. You've done more for us than we could ever hope to repay. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
When we left Eorzea behind to take part in the contest, none of us could have predicted what complications would follow. You truly have a knack for finding trouble, my friend.
Trouble finds us, yes. That's the MC thing.
And you wouldn't have it any other way.
So what's next for you? Assuming you're still set on leaving the Gleaner's life behind?
I'm off to fulfill my mother's dream, of course. Like she had intended, I'll embark on a journey in search of the unknown. She's sure to enjoy my stories when we meet again in the ethereal sea.
Well, well, sounds like a plan. But will you have the coin to get by?
I may no longer be a gleaner, but I still have contacts in Sharlayan. Contacts with deep pockets, always eager to pay for information on new or rare species.
You've got it all worked out. And what of you? Any new adventures in the offing? Regardless, until you're ready to leave, you're our guest here in Tulihyolal. And this time, I won't pester you to take up a post. By now, I know you well enough to know you can't stay in one place. No more than you can ignore the plight of those in need. Your path will always lead you elsewhere, and you'll continue walking it. Isn't that so?
Yeah, and we will try to help, whatever we can, sadly.
An adventurer to the marrow you are. What is it exactly that spurs you on?
Well, the legacies I bear. We went to freaking Shadowbringers, of all things. Isn't that what the Queen was wearing? What was that? Homecomings are usually eventful affairs. This time it was anything but for me. But all's well that ends well, and we have to thank you for that. Okay. Alright, here we go. We're gonna see more quest markers appear here. Ready, Rookzukin? Can you see it? We might get some quest markers right here after we complete this quest here. What was that queen headband or something at the end there? Is this some foreshadowing or something? Let's see. Well, as much as I like to keep chatting, I need to get going. Still a heap of things to do, and I wouldn't leave it all to Kona. By the way, did Golja decide to remain in Solution 9? He did. I said that he can reconsider Tulia his home, but he's more comfortable over there. Sheila keeps an eye on him for us. But we'll visit him as often as we can. He still needs our support, especially while he's agonizing over his inherited authority. Though I told him he didn't think a decision right away, we can't postpone it forever either. I'll do whatever I can to help Golja, as well as everyone inside the dome. I promise as much as Fiend. For my part, I'll be keeping Tutural for a time. Among other things, I'd like to look into the problem with wildlife in Shaolini. So if you get the urge, let's go on a journey together. There's still plenty of places I'd like to show you. Now that sounds like fun. If you ever needed me, I'll come running. Oh, and before I forget, I also have a gift for you. Can you guess what it is? An alpaca! Perhaps I've told this tale, of course, and it's sure as footed as they come. Perfect for an adventure is always in the move, eh? Yeah, this is the whistle for calling it. Oh, we get a mount. Cool. Right, I'll really get going now. I'm sure we'll meet again soon. Till next time, take care. Alpaca. They're still grieving over the mourning of the queen. Whose man's voice is that? Let me guess. Normal raids? Alliance raids? Who are you? Oh, Arcadian. Yes. Oh, Arcadian. They did mention that in MSQ. So... Is that normal raids or Sky's Flame Proclaim Night Sand and toss there's gender. I think that's normal raids because you got different bosses. So wouldn't surprise me. There you go. So yeah, Roguzuken, I think that quest scene there at the end is for the it's for the normal raids. And now there's a lot more quest markers here now. A lot more. Okay, Black Shroud. Lots of quest markers to go through. Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. I think I may have to get rid of some inventory here. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's get rid of some inventory. Okay. Okay. Let's get rid of some inventory. Okay. Okay. Let's get rid of all this. Yeah, we got way too much inventory space. We got too many things that we don't need, so let's get rid of it. Okay, here we go. Get rid of these. Okay. There we go. See how much more nice this is? There we go. Let's get rid of these. We don't need these. We don't need these. Okay. Okay. Okay, there you go. So now we can finally go back to where we were. Okay. Okay, we're finally back. I'm actually glad to have had help. Really do. This alone is a huge help. This is nice. This is useful. I was gonna do this myself, but nope, I don't need to. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'll check right now, see if I can do this. Okay. Okay, dancer. This has been a huge help. Yep, I never reached endgame before in this. Yeah, because you need the minimum equipment required, so yeah. Yeah, we don't need to craft everything. Just do with the ones you're happy with. Alrighty. Okay. There we go. Yeah, there are 3 quest markers here. Feels nice to finally reach this place, yeah. A new challenger appears. And who's here? Trial by Spire. Can't wait to see what these have to offer, so. Okay, here we go. Honestly, I'm actually very fortunate to have had help. Yeah, very fortunate that I have at least one job for each. That's cool. Alright, let's see what we got. So, what do we gotta do here? Trial by Spire. So, what do we have here? Gotta go back to solution 9. Again, I don't know why the frame rate is down. It wasn't like this before at all. Hey. Let's see what we got. Alright, so we gotta go to different locations for that, so... Okay. Okay. That must be Arcadion, right? Okay. That's him. Yes, the Arcadian. We've heard about it in the MSQ one time. But now it's open again. Well, it's time for normal raids. Why not? Yep. Sure, why not? Yeah, I don't know why the frame rate is so low for no reason. Why is the frame rate so low? Like 50. It should be getting 80 or 70 right now. No reason at all it should be this low. Okay. What does this place look like? Ah, yes, we got some fights to do. Sure, why not? Right. Okay. Basically, it's no different to the normal raids before. You basically defeat each one and eventually move on. It's not like the blue... It's literally like the blue mage in a way. Except that you do this with other players, which is nice. Mm-hmm. That sounds a lot like the Endless. I don't think they know what happened in the Endless, but whatever. Yeah, sure, why not, I guess. Ironically, that's the same suit I'm wearing, but it's smaller. And I got it before Dawntrail was a thing. Yeah, cool, right? Yeah. Okay. Production value has gone up, for sure. Yeah, production values have gone up, for sure. Hey. Okay, now just go to the other one. Yeah, kind of depressing now that everything has been turned off. I'm surprised these things are still working here. On the other side. Yeah, I don't know why there's slowdown. Like 60 FPS? Like, really? I don't know why there's slowdown. I'll turn the computer off again and turn it on again. And I'll do something a little different this time. But yeah, there should not be this much slowdown normally. Surprised not everyone is dead. So... Okay, cool. Dungeon or trial? Nice. Okay. Strayborough Deadwalk. Okay. Yep, it's another dungeon. But I'm gonna be right back. I'll turn the computer off because I don't know why there's slowdown. Seriously, why is there slowdown when there's no BS running it either? So I'll be right back.